Hey guys, how's it going? Kulprit here, and welcome to episode 2 of Instant Replay. First, I just want to take a minute and say thank you so much for all the feedback you gave me on the first episode. You all gave me a lot of good suggestions for improving it, and I'm going to take a lot of that to heart, and we're going to see if we can't make it better this episode around. But please, feel free to continue sending me any feedback, anything you might think will improve the show. I definitely want to hear it. So we're going to start off with an easy one right here. You can see I'm battling my way up the street on San Crossing TDM. I get myself into a little bit of a jam here, and I get kind of hunkered down in the building. There's a lot of snipers, things like that. I try to kind of open up my escape route with my handgun, my sidearm. I don't realize that I don't get it all open, and I basically flail around basically to my death. I try to redeem myself here as I pull a quick move, go prone, trying to surprise this guy, but he ends up getting me. Alright, so let's take a look at what I could have done better. Obviously, I was in this corner, I was hunkered down, I was taking fire from that way, and of course up in these windows up here. Basically what happened is I thought I had shot all this window out to give myself an escape. I was thinking about escaping. I ran here. Once I hit this, I got all baffled. I panicked. I flailed around. Eventually I shot my way out and tried to run across the street, and you saw me get killed. I still almost made it, but the guy that was shooting me from over here tracked me down and got me. I was just too hurt. What I should have done is, as soon as I realized that this was still here and this is going to pose a problem, I should have broken off and went this way. And aiming for either this, if I take any kind of heat, go right in here, use these cars and everything for heat, cover there. I'm assuming some risk. There's just no way around that. Or these were all open as well. I could have went in there. Or this way, what I could have done is just, well, that's not open yet. Chilled out a minute, backed off again, and either let them come to me and kind of Alamo styled it, fought to the last man, which this isn't the best cover. Pretty easy to get killed out of here, especially when you got snipers up here and you're taking engagements from here. Or what I could have done was I could have, taken extra second, cleared that out again, fallen back, and then made my run. Much more seamlessly where I don't get hung up. I maybe could have gotten past this way and then obviously come over here or something for cover and wait for the pursuit and take them down. Alright, in this next clip, I actually don't do that bad. I fight my way up the street, I do a pretty good job, I take a bunch of kills with me, but I make one critical mistake at the end and I end up paying for it. Here, you guys can't tell, I hear footsteps, I move back, take him down with hip fire, sound horn for the win. I don't know what his buddy here is doing, he must be trying to work a better angle on me. I don't really know, I don't get him there, a little aim fail. Here I'm firing for effect, I'm just trying to suppress, keep him on the defensive. If I get a lucky headshot or something, great, but that's mostly just to keep him on his heels. And then I move my angle of attack a little bit and he's not expecting me to jump out from behind the gas tanks. And I get the kill. Here I decide I'm just going to switch it up, get across the street, just change my location. So hopefully they can lose track of me. They can't keep throwing themselves at me. I heal up a little bit, just kind of listen. I stop, I get quiet, I listen to the surroundings, see if I can't pick anybody up. Here I'm just watching the door, I'm mashing the Q button, trying to see if I can get lucky. I do. Some guy just walks through and stands there, gives me an easy kill. And then this guy, completely unaware, he should have known better. This avenue's been hot for a while now. And then another one, easy kill. I almost fail with the aim there. Getting a little overwhelmed. I fall back again. I like that move. I knew I had a med pack here. I'm healing up. You can see my side's outnumbered by quite a bit. I'm healing up. Again, I'm listening. I'm listening for footsteps, gunfire, anything. This is a classic culprit move, deer in headlights. I see the sniper glint. I think I can go toe-to-toe with him, and I almost get killed. I take some heavy fire, and I try to run away. I run directly across the street, and I pay for that mistake. Now here we are again, same street. Very similar kind of verdict here. I'm hunkered down, I'm pinned down, I'm having a hard time kind of fighting my way out of here. I start taking a lot of heat. You saw a lot of explosions start to hit. They clearly know where I am. I panic. I try to run out this way, and I cross the street. I'm basically trying to make for this corner store, and I get taken down by what ends up being two guys somewhere up in the street here. Probably either, again, what I should have done is either fought my way out. I do have a corner to work here. I'm thinking about what happened. I might have had a good shot between these cars. They would have provided cover for my enemy. I could have pillared this corner, but if they had some kind of a grenade or a 320, I was toast. I probably should have just went this way and tried to get into this corner here and take up the fight there. But basically, I was in a bad way either way, and I was probably going to meet my doom. It was just a matter of how many I could have taken with me at the time. Alright, in this clip we find ourselves on the same street. This was a real hot spot in this match against these guys. They love this street. Here, we've got some snipers up on the second and third floor of that building. I'm using this sign to shield myself. I got the tree to add a little camouflage. My idea here is I'm trying to work against these snipers and take them out. They're pissing me off. I want to get them out of there and work my way up there if I can. But these guys keep just running themselves down the street wide open. I pick up a couple easy picks, but again, my goal is, you can see how the building's kind of destroyed. We've been trying to get them out of. These guys are very insistent on being up there. I'm just trying to work here, make their lives miserable, because they're making mine miserable. I hate it. I hate campers up there, and it just drives me nuts. And I get a bit of tunnel vision, and it's not a good thing. So I'm just trying to get them. You can see my teammates are trying to get them too. I'm getting snagged on things. That happens all the time with me. But I've got this little room. They're trying to get me, obviously, with the rubble and whatnot. We had some mortar guys in this round, too, which was another nuisance. You could tell my blood pressure was starting to get up. I was starting to get annoyed. I'm having a pretty good round, but I'm getting annoyed with these guys. Again, I go back to this sign. I like this spot, so I went back there again. I'm not really worried about behind me because these are smaller teams, and I'm just kind of watching them. Again, I'm like tunnel vision on these snipers. I want to get them real bad. You can see the rest of my team is rushing them in there, too, trying to take them out. This is just a mini-map kill. I saw the guy in the mini-map, and I knew he could pretty much only be one spot, so I just took some rounds down. I started getting hit markers and got a lucky kill that way. Again, I've been doing this a lot lately, and this is because I've been rusty. I take a break. I just stop, and I listen, and I try and absorb everything that's going on around me, get some directionality and that kind of thing. There I take some fire. I'm assuming it's a sniper. Here I make my bad decision. I decide to run across the street and get in this thing. What I think I'm going to do here, I don't know. And again, I get taken out by this guy. As bad as this guy may have been, you see I'm 14-3 against him. He had an M26 mass. I'm going to lose that fight every day. Alright, so what should I have done better here? Basically, I had a nice power position here. I was doing some good work here, taking out some snipers up here, and getting some, picks up and down the street as I played. Now, basically, I got into this little cubby and then, revived my teammate, and I managed to get out. And probably what I should have done there, you see how I got to a position about here? I should have just taken off. I should have just backed away. Knowing when to fold them is a huge decision in this game, and then one that's really going to exponentially grow your KD. You're not going to get any more kills, but you're not going to die. I could have moved on, went for a flank around, or just fallen back, waited a little while, and come back. But even when I didn't, I ended up getting over here again. I just kept finding my way in this cubby. It got kind of hot, and I got too cute with it again, and I tried. I was really trying to get these snipers, and I tried to, get across over into this little room, and you guys saw I got myself pretty much cornered in here, and I got taken out by a guy with a shotgun. This is just probably the worst spot I could have went. If I was on that side, I should have just kept working this side. There's plenty of cover over here. I could have just went up to this guy here, boom, boom, and had some still good cover and fought my way up the street rather than trying to run all the way across the street. That was just a bad decision. All right, this time we find ourselves at the back of the map. A little alley that is always hot. It's always tough to fight in. I get this guy here. He's completely unaware. I'm ready. He's not. He's running. I'm not. I win the gunfight. I'm going to win that gunfight every time. Again, I know there's a hot spot here. I'm ready before I see him. He was not. He was just running full speed. He's going to lose that. Same with this guy. I know there's a good chance of guys being here. I'm ready to fire. I'm not aiming down sights or anything, but I'm ready. I'm not surprised by anything that pops up. I like this spot here with the truck. I like the post up here because you can shoot through that door there pretty good. You just got to watch the snipers in the building. Obviously, that gives me a little trouble. That's why I try to move up here. I don't really like this position I'm in right here. I'd rather be on the van, but because there has been so many snipers on this map, I'm leery of going there. You see, I get backed even further into the corner. I really have nowhere to go at this point. I'm trying to work the corner. What ends up happening is I just get overwhelmed. Aim fail right there. I don't know if it's suppression or just bad play, and a reload fail, and I go down. Alright, and lastly, what the heck could I have done better here to not meet such an early demise? Well, I probably should have tried to have stayed on this van longer. The van just provides very nice cover. And it's really hard to get naded on this van because they either have to come over it, which typically goes too far back and you can easily move away. And it's really hard to get somebody with direct fire. Now, the reason I moved away from the van, I was leery of all the snipers up in these windows. There was quite a few of them. There was a lot of snipers in this lobby. They were very frustrating. So I was obviously thinking to get over here and try to kind of work this corner. But, I mean, that wouldn't have negated the snipers. I would have just had to deal with them anyway. Even said, when I got to here in this corner and then eventually even back in here, once I saw that they continued to come at me, just continued to file down the street, I should have either just held my ground, and obviously clearly dropped the med pack, just held my ground here, or tried to work my way back to the bus or the van. Because if I'm sitting here, I just have much better firing angle at anybody funneling their way down here. And lastly, basically what I should have done is reloaded. You guys saw I kind of hip fired down to about like 3 bullets, and then I just total aim fail. I didn't have enough to, and I was dead. So that was just one of those where the game kind of gets you. But overall, I would have tried to have held this longer, because basically this gives you such a better avenue of fire. You can also go through the window here. This door was blown out in a much better pillaring spot, and you can boogie when you want. You can get out of here. You can run this way and get up here. Now look, you've fallen back. Now you've got the advantage again. Now you just wait on them. So just better tactical decisions. I got in too deep, couldn't get myself out. So remember, guys, falling back is not a bad thing. Living to kill another day, I guess you'd say. Just a reminder, guys, don't miss any of my content. Clicking the big screen in the middle, that's going to take you to the Battlefield 3 playlist, where you'll find a lot of videos similar to the one you just watched. The video to the lower left-hand side, that's my Let's Play channel. Over there I post all kinds of Let's Plays and walkthroughs, Minecraft, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, all kinds of different games that don't fit into the first-person shooter genre. And to the lower right, make sure you do not miss the Company 008 community channel. You're going to find a lot of directors over there that post similar content to mine, so if you like my stuff, you're probably going to like theirs too. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a nice day.